made the hospitality, made the events, made all the logistics, just made it so much easier in a very difficult time period for us as we're all still working through COVID. So I'm going to pass it over now to Casey Wasserman, who will make his final official remarks as chair. So.
I got to get my commissioner hug because that's as close as I'm getting to getting drafted. Thank you, Commissioner Goodell, for your leadership, your collaboration, your partnership, and for a friendship that I won't tell this group how long it's been, but lifelong would be an appropriate term. I want to thank the Bengals and the city of Cincinnati for an incredible showing. Their fans were incredible. The team played great and produced an incredible game. Obviously, the elected officials here, Mayor Garcetti, Mayor Butts, for creating such an incredible environment for us, and to our two hosts, the Chargers and the Los Angeles Rams, for incredible ownership and leadership to bring their teams back to Los Angeles that allowed us to host this incredible game. Hard to imagine this journey started 56 years ago, and it's Hollywood, so it is appropriate that we had a Hollywood ending for this chapter. Rain in Los Angeles delayed our stadium a year, allowed the Buccaneers to win in their home stadium, and allowed the Rams to win in our home stadium at SoFi. And so people come to LA to chase their dreams and to tell their stories, and I'm certain that the chapter that was written last night will just be another classic story in our Los Angeles Hollywood history. But from the beginning, this wasn't just about a win on the field. We delivered a world-class Super Bowl experience. We showcased the best of Los Angeles on a global stage, and we built a foundation for lasting positive impact in our community. We set out to deliver an event that would uplift our communities and put Los Angeles on the map as the place of champions. It wasn't without challenges, including obviously this once-in-a-generation pandemic, but we, and all of us as a we, did it. And when I say we, it's everyone. The 56 nonprofits who we supported and uplift our community and our entire city every day throughout the year, the concession workers, the fans, the entire community, the people of Los Angeles. It is safe to say the champions live here. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a woman who needs no introduction, Kathy Schlossman, the CEO of the LA Sports Entertainment Commission.
Kathy! Thanks. Thank you, Casey. As your leadership as host committee chairman paved the way for an amazing Super Bowl and set the standard for high-profile events coming to Los Angeles over the next decade. That bar is now very high. One of our goals for Super Bowl 56 was to deliver an exceptional red carpet experience for all the guests coming to Los Angeles, and I hope we did that. Our larger goal was to make sure that Super Bowl 56 lives on, the legacy lives on past the game, and it will. Our Business Connect program provided numerous contracting opportunities for 225 local diverse businesses. And thanks to you, the media, our legacy program, the 56 unsung hero community organizations, were given the spotlight that helped them raise their profile and will allow them to continue their good work across the decade. I want to thank the NFL for giving us in Los Angeles the opportunity to use the power of Super Bowl to make an incredible economic and community impact on our city. In addition to Commissioner Goodell, I do want to do a special shout out and thank you to Peter O'Reilly, our partner and leader of the Super Bowl effort. Peter, you treat everyone with respect and appreciation, and your leadership is inspiring. That is why our team and yours will run through the wall for you. I'll wrap my comments with this. Before the game yesterday, we had a host committee email going around, very excited about the weather and how SoFi Stadium looked. And I want to thank Kevin Demoff, who made the great comment that in addition to everything that had happened through the week, this spectacular week, everything had gone well, but we needed one more thing for that fairy tale ending, that Hollywood ending. We said, hey, Kevin, we need you to bring it home with the Rams. And he said, I got this. So with that, I want to turn it over to our city of Los Angeles Mayor, Eric Garcetti, who has been with us all along the way, has been an exceptional leader and so supportive. Mayor Garcetti.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy, so much for your extraordinary leadership. You and Casey did an exceptional job showing off this city of angels. Excuse me if my voice is a little hoarse from celebrating yesterday. It was shortly after I became mayor that I sat down with Roger Goodell in my home, and we talked about the future of football in Los Angeles. And we said that the NFL needed LA, and LA needed the NFL. This was a broken heart story. If it was Hollywood, it would have been maybe a rom-com, but at least some sort of romance of jilted lovers who had somehow separated from each other. But it was our destiny to come back together. And I want to thank you, Roger, for the way that NFL not only bet big on LA, not just once, but twice with two great teams, but also found an amazing location. And I always said I wouldn't be an economic nationalist. And I want to thank you, Mayor Butts, for the work that you've done to make Inglewood a city of champions again. It's really amazing to see, and it was incredible to feel. And we felt it throughout the Southland. We felt it in our hotels. You ask the workers who are in our hospitality industry, places so hard hit over the last 2 years. We've all been through the darkest days of our life, and to feel the light that was here this past week was extraordinary. I want to thank, I know he's on a plane this morning, but my colleague, my brother Aftab Purval, the mayor of Cincinnati, an exceptional young man. 4 weeks into the job, I told him, you got plenty of years to win. This was before we won. This is my last shot, so do an old man a favor. But I look forward to seeing not only the Rams jersey on him at a press conference, but we did a different kind of a bet, and I want to tell him that LA is going to make good on our bet, because we said the winner would support the Children's Hospital of the losing city's team, and so losing team city, excuse me. And so I encourage Angelenos to donate $23 to celebrate those 23 points we got, and go to CincinnatiChildren's.org. That's CincinnatiChildren's.org, the best children's hospital in the Midwest. We had the same thing going here at LA Children's Hospital, which I also encourage you to donate to, which is the best in the West. And we did have a West Coast night. From the music, which was born here in South LA, that we celebrated, and the best halftime show, Commissioner, we've seen in a long, long time, maybe ever, to what our boys did on the field. And I want to thank this organization, starting with Stan Kroenke, congratulate everybody down, Sean McVay, Aaron Donald at the end, a quarterback that we believed in, whose birthday we celebrated last week, and Matthew Stafford, and the entire organization, the entire team, Kevin Demoff, for really believing not just in Inglewood and Los Angeles, but believing in a team. And now we're so excited, Governor, to hand this over to Arizona. As I was sharing, a place where my family came from and our American story runs through. You're in for an incredible ride. It is an exceptional thing to welcome the country. I can't wish you too much luck for having your home team there, but if you have that same streak, now 2 years running, you'll see why it is so exceptional. But we know that we are twinned together, down the 10. You've been a great partner during this pandemic, whether it's your manufacturing of Honeywell, some of the masks that we have, whether it's the way that we've worked together. Arizona and California are closely tied. So I just want to say congratulations as we pass this on. It's going to be a short drive for Angelenos to get to Phoenix. Get your tickets now, right, because the prices just keep going up and up and up. But that's for another day. But it's safe to say that we are now the greatest sports city in the world. When I came in, we had a Stanley Cup. We won the MLS Cup. We won the WNBA championship. We won the World Series. We won the NBA championship. And the only thing that was left, I don't have 6 fingers, but I guess I'll have to put one on my second hand for another ring. We now have all 6 major championships in the last 8 years. And we are ready to host the world at the Olympic and Paralympic Games, also led by this man, Casey Wasserman. And we can't wait to hand off the Super Bowl torch, too. So congratulations to the Rams. Congratulations to L.A. It's a great day. Thanks, everybody. And with that, I think I'm going to toss it over to Mayor Butts, my brother Mayor from Inglewood. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank Casey Wasserman, Catherine, Roger Goodell, and Stan Kroenke in particular. And I have to set some things straight. This is the Los Angeles region. There's a city of Los Angeles, and there's a city of Inglewood. We're 9 square miles. We're incorporated. We have a charter. And while the city may have worked with the commissioner It was the city of Inglewood, its government, and its people that passed an initiative that the council adopted unanimously that resulted in a vote that brought, see, they're calling me to make sure I tell you guys.
Always. Robocaller.
To make it happen. A city of 9 square miles, 110,000 people that hosted the biggest event that occurs annually in the world. I want to congratulate our chief of police, all of our partners from the LAPD, the Sheriff's Department, CHP, Department of Homeland Security, the FBI. We had the most massive public safety deployment in the history of the city. The last one was the 1984 basketball Olympics that we had, but this dwarfed to that by an enormous magnitude. We are proud that the city of Inglewood was able to host an event free from a public safety standpoint event. All I heard as the days came, I heard about truckers from the internet. I heard about, are there going to be fights? Can we handle the traffic? Traffic was cleared out in less than 2 hours. This commissioner was, according to the 300 texts I got, the best, if not one of the best, Super Bowls that people have experienced. The halftime show was remarkable. And so what I don't want to be lost, we don't mind being a vessel for Los Angeles County. It's estimated $477 million in ancillary economic benefit came to the businesses throughout this county. The city of Inglewood alone probably made $1.2 million in additional revenues. We're proud to be a vessel, but we are our own city, and we're different than Los Angeles, but we are in Los Angeles County, all right? So I wanted to really make that clear. Thank you, Commissioner, for having the faith in us and for the owners to have voted, I think it was 30-2, to allow Stan Kroenke to come to our city, followed by Dean Spanos and the Chargers, followed by Steve Ballmer and the Clippers, and we haven't stopped yet. So thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you. It is true from every aspect that the Super Bowl always sets a new bar for the next city. That's part of, I think, what makes this game so great is that whether it's the logistics around the game or whether it's the work that goes into leaving a legacy behind in the community, every city seems to do it in their own way, and everyone seems to set a new bar for everyone. So thank you again to Los Angeles for setting that bar so high. And now we're going to turn our attention to Arizona, so you can set a new bar. So Michael Bidwell, as the leader of the Cardinals and a tremendous leader in the Arizona community, has put together a great team to help us organize for Super Bowl 57. So we're excited about that. We're looking forward to being in Arizona next year and having them host a game. So Arizona, I think what I'm supposed to do is officially put you on the clock. This is not the draft, but it's a better one because you're going to get the Super Bowl. So you are officially on the clock. Come on up.
Okay. Well, Commissioner, thank you. Arizona is ready to be on the clock, right? Okay, I want some enthusiasm over here. We're ready. We got our X Factor over there. Well, first, congratulations to Kathy, to Casey, and the greater Los Angeles region and Inglewood, part of LA County. How am I doing? You know, exactly. Seriously, what a week. It was energizing to be here. It was inspiring to be here. And you really did set a fantastic bar for Arizona. So your planning, your hard work, it did pay off. And what I can tell you is in 2023, Arizona will host Super Bowl for the 4th time since 1996. And so we do know what it takes to host this phenomenal event. And it looks like it all happens in a week, but we can attest that it takes months and years to get ready to host this phenomenal event. Commissioner, we're ready for the countdown, and what we're looking forward to is that Super Bowl does bring a tremendous amount of economic impact, economic impact on our communities, and so many activities that start happening today and go for the next 365 days. So we embrace that. Arizona is a great host community, and we have a fantastic committee put together with a lot of experience with major events, and I think the energy and the freshness to host Super Bowl 57. Today with us, we have our Governor Ducey, who you'll hear from, Michael Bidwell, as the commissioner mentioned, him and his family and the Cardinals have been a tremendous supporter of all of our Super Bowl activities. And who's not here today with us is David Rousseau, our chairman of the board, who was involved in 2015, decided to come back and do it again for Super Bowl 57 in 2023. So he's back home resting up and getting ready for all the work ahead. But he is a tremendous leader, and we're thrilled to have him with us again. So I get to introduce our new X Factor for Super Bowl 57. There's no one better as an ambassador for Arizona, a phenomenal football legend, but just a fantastic person, and that's Larry Fitzgerald, the executive chair of the Arizona Super Bowl Host Committee. Please welcome Larry.
Thank you, Jay, and congratulations to putting on a magnificent event. We truly do have some big shoes to fill next year, so congratulations. Ms. Perry, she noted last time the Super Bowl was hosted in Arizona, the entire world was watching. Over 180 countries, millions across America. And what excites me most, after playing 18 years, my entire time in the state of Arizona, is we're ready for the world stage, and we're ready to show the world what we're capable of doing. With Arizona's unique mix of culture, from our First Nations and Native people to our rich Latino heritage, coupled with world-class venues, I'm confident we will make Super Bowl 57 the best yet, and one the world will anticipate, not only anticipate, will remember for decades to come. Arizona is an unmatched destination. From the top of Camelback Mountain to the glory of the Grand Canyon, from the beauty of the desert to the pristine rivers that run through the state, the ecological richness and diversity in Arizona is unrivaled. I'm so proud to be welcoming everyone to our state, and I can't wait for everyone to experience what we have to offer. I'd like to introduce my good friend and an outstanding member of our host committee, Governor of Arizona, Mr. Doug Ducey.
Thank you, Larry, very much, and I want to say thank you for being such a great ambassador for the state of Arizona. I also want to congratulate Los Angeles and Inglewood and the community leaders here for putting on a blockbuster show, and thank the commissioner and congratulate him on an incredible year for the National Football League. It's our honor in Arizona to accept the Super Bowl handoff on behalf of our state. And what a day it is for this exciting event. Today is Arizona's 110th birthday, which is fitting as we celebrate the past and look forward to Arizona's promising future. We've come a long way in Arizona since we hosted the last Super Bowl in 2015. We've added over 500,000 residents to our state, giving us a record number of people living in Arizona. We've added 400,000 jobs and now have 3 million jobs in our state for the first time ever. Arizona's economy is booming. Our unemployment rate is the lowest it's been since before Super Bowl 42. when the Giants topped the undefeated Patriots, as you remember, in Arizona. And last year we modernized our gaming compact amendment, which means visitors can place bets on Super Bowl 57 and other sports in Arizona. I look forward, and we look forward, to showcasing our incredible state. And we also look forward to seeing the Cardinals get home field advantage in the big game next year. I'd now like to introduce my partner in growing Arizona's economy, the chairman and owner of the Arizona Cardinals, Michael Bidwell.
Thank you, Governor. It is so exciting to be here today, and congratulations, Kathy, Casey, mayors. What an amazing job, and congratulations to the Rams and their success, Stan Kroenke, Coach McVay, and to the Bengals. They had tremendous success, and they obviously didn't win, but they had great success throughout their season. We look forward to hosting Super Bowl 57. You'll have set the bar high. We look forward to meeting that challenge. Since the last time we hosted the Super Bowl in 2015, we've put over $150 million worth of upgrades and renovations to get the stadium, State Farm Stadium, ready to go for Super Bowl 57. And we're also investing in the community. The community is doing a lot of things to prepare ourselves. We couldn't be more excited about this. Last time around, it was a $720 million economic impact on the valley and the state of Arizona. And we look forward to having an equally large economic impact this time around. And I look forward to trying to keep that streak going that Tampa set and now Los Angeles is set, and hopefully Arizona can do the same thing next year. So thank you all, and we look forward to seeing you next year in Arizona for Super Bowl 57.
Who's catching the ball? There you go. You get the guy with the right hand.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.
You got to get it back. You got to go to Larry.
If you're thinking about using Asana, you can easily sign up and start using it. It's that intuitive.
Oceans apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, then how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I
MVP will come up. Cooper Kupp, along with the commissioner, will be presented with his Super Bowl Pete Rozelle MVP trophy. We'll get going in about 1 minute.
Okay, good morning. I'd like to thank everybody for an incredible week here in Los Angeles, concluding last night with another fantastic finish. Just a great season for us, great postseason, and being here in Los Angeles to top that off was really icing on the cake for all of us. So thank you to everyone who made it special, including our two teams last night, both the Bengals and the now Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. It's their second Super Bowl championship. I like to call it their first as the Los Angeles Rams. And they earned that on the backs of some pretty epic comebacks, particularly the last two in the championship game and in the Super Bowl. And of course, Coach, who deserves a tremendous amount of credit for his leadership and innovation and the way he has tirelessly worked to make the Rams better. I think he's now the youngest coach to win a Super Bowl, which is terrific. And he's also guided the Rams to 4 playoff spots, 2 Super Bowls in his first 5 years, which is really incredible. And a testament to the great head coach that he is. And our MVP, that we're thrilled about, Cooper Kupp. He obviously is winning the Pete Rozelle Super Bowl MVP last night with his performance. I think the 2 stats that really jumped out at me is that Cooper joins Joe Montana in 1989 as the only player to win the AP Offensive Player of the Year, and also the Super Bowl MVP in the same year. That's pretty good company, so Cooper. Pretty good company. And he also, I think, holds now the NFL record for postseason receptions in 2021 with 33, the most by any player in the history of the NFL. So 2 pretty good catches there. We are thrilled again, and I'm going to ask, I think, Coach to come up first, and we'll take a couple of pictures, and then you can hear from Coach. You want to hold it? It's yours now.
Now one just with Coach.
Awesome. Perfect. You okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is torture.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Let me hear, Brian?
You're good.
Okay.
Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, it's an incredible honor to be here. It's also torturous to have a team win a championship and then make you come the next morning to do a press conference this early. But, really just so grateful to be a part of this. Guys like Cooper epitomize what's right about this team, the leadership, the selflessness. I thought our team came together at the right moments, and our best players shined the brightest when they had to. But something about being a part of something bigger than yourself is what's so special about this group. They're world champions. Love these guys. Just so grateful for it. So grateful for Mr. Kroenke and being able to work for a great organization and here we go. You guys go ahead.
And been congratulated by your folks.
Yeah, you know what? They were all here, led. They all got a chance to come out, and so it was great to be able to spend a lot of time with McVay family members and just so many people that you love and care about. Being able to spend some time with them afterwards yesterday was pretty special.
Coach, talk about.
It all was pretty special, Kevin. I think the one thing that you definitely remember was fourth down when you realized they came out in the shotgun and it looked like they were going to throw the football. The play that Aaron made on third down, you felt like he was going to make an impact on fourth down too, and for him to close it out the way he did was pretty special.
Coach, Melissa Thomas here for Florida National News right here.
All right.
You mentioned, obviously, the team having something bigger than themselves. Is it something that is uniform across everybody on the team, that they all agree on one thing, or do they each have something that is significant to them that's bigger than themselves?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think what I had meant by that was, people wanted to win a championship, do something special, for the other people that they love and care about. That it was such a selfless team. In a lot of instances, we're all kind of innately selfish, but I thought this was the most selfless group I've ever been a part of. They played for one another. They trusted each other, and I think they picked each other up through good and bad, and that's what I felt like, made us so special.
Sean, good morning. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Federico Olvera for Damebola, Mexico City. Coach, did you or your defensive coordinator tell you anything to your front seven, because most of the sacks were in the second half? Did you say anything in the halftime?
Yeah, I wish I could take the credit. Raheem Morris and Eric Henderson do such a great job, and really I thought we got some more opportunities. Our defense played outstanding in the second half. With some of the things that we weren't able to do offensively, I thought they kept us in the game. Thought it was incredible what they did on the sudden change after the turnover, but the pressure that we were able to get defensively was a huge credit to Raheem Morris, those guys up front. I thought our coverage on the back end was tight, made Joe hold it a little bit longer, and you got to give those guys a lot of credit. To be able to get 7 sacks was instrumental for us winning that game.
Hey, Coach.
What's up, Nick? I can't see you.
I'm right over here to your left.
Okay.
Hey, congratulations,
Thank you.
first and foremost. Can you just talk about how would you describe this team with all the ups and downs that you guys have faced? It seems like a team of destiny and faith. Is that an accurate description?
I think so. I think you answered it great. I think, you've heard me talk about it a lot, Nick, the mental toughness, the resilience, the belief in each other. It's such a powerful thing. Even in pro sports, everybody loves feeling believed in, and I think this team, like I mentioned, Cooper epitomizes what's right about it. Just the selflessness, the humility, and then the clutch production when we had to have it. It's unbelievable.
Sean, over here to your right.
There you are, Gary.
Have you had the opportunity to speak with your grandfather, and what does it feel like to join your family's Super Bowl legacy?
Yeah, really special, Gary. I did. He means so much to me. I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for the legacy that he set for our family. You talk about a class man that treated people the right way, earned every single thing that he got. I'm just so grateful for him, Gary, and it was pretty special. And, to be able to, I want to be able to give him a ring. He's got 5, and I've mentioned you before. He gave 3 of those away to his 3 sons, and to be able to, know that he's so instrumental in me being able to even get a chance to coach in the NFL and be a coach. It's pretty special.
Hey, Coach. Cameron Buford here, Los Angeles News Observer, straight ahead.
Yep.
Hey, I want to ask you, this last night didn't happen just yesterday or over the last 2 weeks. You've been at this journey for a couple of years now. So how does this feel finally getting to the mountaintop? And then along the way, you've brought along a lot of coaches and teams around the league are kind of looking at you as putting you on a pedestal as a good coach who knows what's going on and bringing a lot of young talent into the game. How did that feel to you now becoming a champion, a Super Bowl championship coach, and then having teams model their game and their success after what you've done?
Yeah, I think the first thing is I've been surrounded by great people. Number one, when you get around great players, great coaches that are all committed and working in the same direction, pulling that rope in the same direction, good things can happen. And I think each team is a new team every single year, but when you have the right foundational pieces like Cooper, like Whitworth, you had a player like Stafford, you have Aaron Donald in place, the list goes on and on. You just feel grateful to be a part of it. And so because of those guys' success, other people get opportunities to grow. But, I think we've been able to bring really good people in our building, and that's what it's about, surrounding yourself with people better than you. And I think that's how you grow, and these special players really set the tone.
Sean, to your left. Jason Leisure with the Chicago Sun-Times.
How long did it take you to really take ownership of this team and feel like things were running the way that you wanted them to? And how did you see the effect of that during this championship season?
You know, I don't know if I look at it like that as much as I think there's been great collaboration really since I got on board, whether that was myself and Les and Kevin Demoff and Tony Pastors, a willing owner like Mr. Kroenke to support the decisions and things that we felt like are in the best interest of our team. But I think we've made a lot of good decisions to bring in the right people. You know, my dad said this before, and I think it's so true. When he was in advertising sales, he used to say we compete with our products, but we win with our people. And I look at it for us as, you know, we try to compete with our schemes, but we win with our players, coaches, people in our organization. And that's what's been right about the Rams.
Hey, Sean, Cooper Kupp is the Offensive Player of the Year and Super Bowl MVP. How much has he inspired you as a coach and a person?
So much. You know, it's the cliche thing you say, but I'm better as a coach and as a person for being around Cooper Kupp, and that's just the truth. He's got such a great way about himself, and, you know, he's always been this way, but this year especially, there was a stillness, there was a peace, and there was a joy that he was playing with, where he's got a purpose with Anna and his two boys, and his relationship and trust in the Lord, and how that really can guide a steady path. And he's made such an impact on me. Guys like Cooper Kupp are why you coach. I just feel so blessed to be around somebody as special as him.
Hi, Sean. Brady Henderson from ESPN.
Hey, Brady.
Hey, wondering if you could tell us what you know about Odell Beckham's knee injury and also how that affected you guys when he went down.
Yeah, I don't know much right now, Brady, but I know what a huge impact he's had on our football team since we got him. You know, it was heartbreaking to see that, because how much that, you know, just to be able to get to that moment, and he had really made an impact with those two catches that were huge plays. I think he was in line to have a big game, but it did change some things, you know, because then they could really hone in on Cooper a lot more. Guys inevitably stepped up, as did Cooper and Matthew, and when we had to have it the most, but it made it a little bit more difficult. My heart goes out to him, but love Odell, really grateful for all the many contributions he made. We wouldn't be champs without him.
Sean, can you appreciate, over here on your left, can you appreciate how hard it was for Matthew to walk into the Lions and ask for a trade? And do you ever wonder what would have happened if they would have said no?
I don't like to think about those things, but I think it's such a credit to how he handles himself. I also think Mrs. Ford, what a class way of handling that, you know, whether it be, you know, her or Rod Wood. I mean, they just did such a great job of facilitating a smooth change or adjustment, however you want to look at it. But I think that's a real reflection of two quality people on both ends, the way he handled it. And getting to know Matthew, you just realize, you know, he's one of the few people that could ever pull that off. But really grateful that that we were able to get connected.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, 3 questions, my ass.
Here you go, sir. You want MVP up? Good? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you're good.
Congratulations on a great game. You know, the coach said you don't get here alone, and he even credited your wife, as you have. You said she's your inspiration. Talk about that inspiration, and for her, how are you planning to celebrate Valentine's Day?
Wow, you really put me on the spot right now, aren't you? You know, I think you guys got to see a little bit of, you know, our history, what she's done for me kind of through our time together. You know, we started dating senior year in high school, what she was for me, and kind of as I was going through college and allowing me to kind of focus on football and providing for us when, you know, not many people are married as sophomores in college, but you know, we believed as, you know, when you get married, you separate from your parents and you got to figure out your way on your own. And for her to be able to do that, for her sacrifices that she's made for so long, I just think she deserves the world. So just incredibly thankful for her and everything she's done for me. And I'm sure we've got something fun planned. I don't know if it's going to happen today. We might push Valentine's Day back for us a few days.
Cooper, I'm over here. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
We always talk about adversity and how it makes you stronger. You talked about the vision you had after the last Super Bowl and that you would come back and be MVP. Just to tell us where that strength comes from.
Yeah, well, that is like Coach touched on a little bit. That's my faith. That's, the most important thing in my life. Believing that, I have a purpose here, that I was placed with a intentionality of exactly where I'm supposed to be. It just gives me a peace. It gives me so much peace being able to play from a place of knowing that the victory's already been won. There's no pressure to, strive to succeed on anything. I get to, just step into every single day and just enjoy the process, enjoy every moment. Just be fully who I am and not fear failure in any way, but just be able to, pursue success and know that, whatever happens it is what it is, and just be able to enjoy it and enjoy the people I'm around.
Cooper, right here in front.
Yep.
Melissa Thomas of Florida National News. I noticed the Disney shirt, so I wanted to ask you, are you headed to Disney World next now that you won the championship?
I think we're going to keep it in LA and head over to Disneyland.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think the cross-country trip's not happening today.
Cooper. Yes, Cooper, right over here. To your left.
There we go.
First of all, congratulations to you and to your entire family on everything you've all accomplished. Secondly, you're a team that recently moved to LA. How important was it for you all to win this Super Bowl, for your fans, those that believed in you, who remained faithful to the franchise, and those newcomers that we actually got to meet yesterday, a few that lived around Inglewood and now are fans of yours?
Yeah, I think it's been such a cool thing. I think the original LA Rams fans, kind of grown up, they were younger when LA was here, and now they've got families of their own. And so now be able to come back to LA and, those fans that now their parents have been Rams fans for a long time, and, parents, grandparents, whatever it is, and now being able to raise up a new generation of Rams fans as well, and to be able to, in 5 years, be able to bring a championship home to this city, I think that's just, it's a great thing about the city. It's what the city demands, and to be able to bring that home, first year opening up SoFi with fans, being able to win it at home in SoFi, I don't know if you could have written any better.
Coop, congrats on the win, first off. I wanted to ask you, obviously OBJ went down in the first half. You and Matt Stafford essentially took over the game on that game-winning drive when you couldn't really get anything else going. How did you and Matt just kind of accomplish that and get down to the end zone and score that game-winning touchdown?
Yeah, we talk a lot about just being able to do your job. Through a little bit of a lull there, kind of leading into halftime, and then through that third quarter, we just needed to stay the course, keep pushing, keep trusting in the details of things, and believe that regardless of whether the ball is coming to you or not, you can have an impact on the game, especially at receiver. Playing the game within the game and understanding, hey, just because this coverage contour says I'm not getting the ball, being able to run routes and try to get a feel for how a DB is playing you. And then when it comes time, eventually that coverage is going to dictate that you get the ball and you've set your DB up. You've worked on different releases. You've set them up in a way that when it's time, you'll be able to make that play. And Stafford and I have spent a ton of time together. I think I was actually adding up in the car on the way here. Just the extra time outside of the obligatory time was north of 500 hours this season. And so you spend that much time together, just being able to talk football, talk about the preparation, the time you have focusing on that kind of stuff. You get in those moments and just become second nature.
Cooper, congratulations, first of all. All season we could see the focus of this team on this one goal of winning yesterday. Was it as good as expected or much better?
Yeah, I think just to be able to get to that place, there's so many guys that were so deserving that, they deserve to win a Super Bowl. And you talk about someone like Eric Weddle, and what the respect he's had for this game, the time he's put in, for him to come back after a time. I mean, what an incredible story of his. But to be able to send him off the right way, I mean, you talk about someone like Andrew Whitworth, who has done things right for such a long time. Odell, I mean, there's so many guys on this team that have just been, Aaron Donald, obviously. I mean, so many guys that have just respected this game, have just put in the work and the time. And so, that was a huge thing coming into this is, so many guys just said, hey, we've got guys here that deserve a Super Bowl. We got to win this for them. And, Coach touched on just how guys play for each other. And that's what kind of makes this team so special.
Cooper, how amazing does this championship feel, considering where the team was the week after Thanksgiving when you'd lost 3 in a row? You weren't beating top teams. What did you really feel at that point?
Yeah, well, there's no panic when you get to that place. Football is a game of ebbs and flows. There's mountains and valleys through, a full season, through a game, through a quarter, through a practice week. There's adversity. It's inevitable. You're going to face it. I think the belief that we have is that you're a different team at the end of the season than when you start. And, we want to continue to climb. We want to be a better team by the end of it. And week after week, it's just an opportunity to learn, fix the mistakes, and come back better the next week. And, we faced that 3-game skid right in the middle of the season. I think a lot of the times you get into a place where, that isn't the mentality. That's when the finger pointing starts happening. You feel like you got to start, starting from scratch, rewriting your process and changing things. But we believed in what our process was, and Vaughn touched on, I think, coming over. It's just win or lose, we're going to find ways to get better, and just keep staying the course, take things a day at a time, 1% better every single day, keep stacking blocks, and trust that we're going to find a way to turn this thing around, and find a way to get on the other side of that win-loss column. And we were able to string together some wins and just continue to grow kind of all the way through.
Cooper, Gary Klein from the Los Angeles Times. What are you looking forward to next season? I know you're still processing this, but looking forward to next season, do you think you guys are capable of repeating as Super Bowl champions?
I mean, certainly. I think, you go into a season, if you're going into a season and didn't think that you could win it all, it'd be a pretty depressing place to play from. So, certainly you go into every year believing that, understanding, though, that there's so much work that has to be done, so much time, so much effort, so much sacrifice has to go into that. So you certainly go in knowing that that's the goal. But like I said, we take a one day at a time mindset, dominate every single day. And, hopefully you get presented with that opportunity to go out there and play on Sunday for the World Championship.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.